Yes, the brand new Sigma 12mm f1.4 on my T4, testing the video autofocus and the focus breathing. What are we seeing, if anything? Now, a couple of highlights before we really get into it, other than this being part of the tests. It looks a bit random, but those that know. Yeah, £519, 200 grams, clickable aperture ring. What more do we need to talk about? Let's find out. That fits absolutely perfectly. I mean, we could get rid of the grip and it'd just be even better. So we've got a 62mm filter thread. We've got the black on black writing there. Lovely clicks, 1, 4, 16 and A. There are no other switches going on here. 17.2 centimeter minimum focusing. I do like the size and feel of this on first impressions, at least. Of course, 18mm full frame, equivalent to 99.6 degree angle of view. 9 diaphragm blades, 14 elements in 12 groups. Maximum magnification ratio, for what it's worth, 1 to 8.4. Yeah, for what it's worth. Now, weight wise, and I've weighed this myself with no caps, 200 grams. Love it, absolutely love it. Just need to get out and see how it fares out and about. Almost 1,500 test shots later, how do I feel about the build and handling? Well, firstly, that aperture ring is nigh on perfect. Catch that. Yeah, love it. Manual focus ring, well dampened. Not too worried about that. The lens feels actually pretty solid, yet light and clearly compact. Big thumbs up for the build quality and handling. Autofocus performance, excellent, even on my old Fujifilm body. Yeah, let's not get into Fujifilm autofocus. Anyway. Sharpness is rather good across the frame, give or take, a bit of field curvature getting involved. Color rendering, excellent. Contrast, quite good. Chromatic aberration is not an issue at all, but barrel distortion is noticeable, as is vignetting at f1.4. Ghosting, flare, both very minor. Bokeh, generally very good, considering the focal length. You do have a lot to play with. Specular highlights irregular, but textured areas pretty well rendered. Overall, image quality is pleasing, just not mind-blowing, and that's okay. Faster aperture, lighter, more glass, and an aperture ring. This, then, I guess better than my Samyang AF12 f2, which I plan to have in this hand. Let's just pretend, you know, if we're being picky. It's also on the par or better than the other one I meant to have in my hand now, my Viltrox 13mm f1 foil. I mean, I couldn't choose between those two before, so I kept them. Alas, this one, the one I think I prefer, has to go back to Sigma. Both of those lenses are cheaper than this Sigma, which is going for £519. Of course, it come out in 2025. Hopefully, the date's actually been put back as I'm recording this, but it should be out. I hope it's 2025 when this goes out. So, you know, inflation and all that. I'd happily buy this one and sell those two, but I'm in no rush, as both of those are also excellent. But Sigma have an absolute winner with this lens. What do you think? Let us know in the comments section.